Welcome, Internet Nomad. This is the Making Progress Game Tales podcast for February 2026. I'm going to start with the videos that I made this week. On Valentine's Day, I made a video on video game and ships, basically relationships that I liked in video games. I talked a lot about Max and Chloe, and I think I could revisit this topic with others. Stephanie and Alex are also great, and with the new Life is Strange game coming out in March, which I'll talk about more in detail later. I also made a video about Kirby and the Forgotten Land. That was the first Kirby game to really hook me, and I played through it all. I didn't 100% it like I did Squeak Squad. I only played the main story, and there's so much more that I could play. I don't know when I'm going to go back to it, but I loved it. The wrestling story for this episode is from WWF No Mercy. My favorite No Mercy stories was the women's title, basically because it was the easiest title and the shortest story, so I would replay it often to get more money. Anyone can compete, male or female, which is why I would play as Mark Henry. I just thought it was funny. The first match is with Mae Young. If you win, they berate you for beating an old lady. If you lose, they still berate you, so it's lose-lose. It was really funny to have Mark Henry just slam Mae Young and end the match. My final chapter was a swimsuit contest because I won every single match. Henry wears a default swimsuit, which was kind of funny. An easy strat to win it for the No Mercy game is to set the opponent's weight to heavy. Your strong moves become body slams. Repeatedly pressing A makes them work. This gives great momentum and gets you closer to finishers. My mini game tale is about Wind Waker. Now, there's a minor spoiler progression for Wind Waker in this topic. It really doesn't matter, but my mother figured out about the cyclone, using arrows to hit it, and that person teaches you the song to how to transport. She was the first one to do it, and then I was watching my dad and hoping he would figure it out. There were hints, but we missed them all. If you teleport to a certain island, you meet a fairy girl that gives you fire and ice arrows. That was one of my favorite characters growing up. So, the games that I played Kirby Air Riders a lot. I've been playing it for the past few months, trying to get as many achievements as I can, and also unlocking every bike. When I made the top 10 video games in December, I put Kirby Air Riders in it without ever playing the game. I wrote that list in November before Kirby Air Riders came out, and I knew this game was going to be great. So I decided, you know what, I'll put it in the top 10. I have 100% reinsurance. This will be the game that I love. I finally beat Road 96. The character work was amazing. I can't wait to go into detail about all the characters. I only lost about 2 times. I think so. One, I got caught underneath a truck, and the other, I just never made it to the border. I'm playing True Colors. This is my second playthrough. I'm getting really good at this game, and I really love this story. True Colors, I'm gonna make a second playthrough video way down the line, but there's other games that I want to talk about more. Luigi Mansion. I am really bad at catch and goes. I'm really in the beginning, and I'm hoping that I could get through this game soon. Luigi's Mansion is on the GameCube NSO, and I just want to beat it. Also, I want to play Chibi Robo, but I haven't started that. I'm also playing Harry Potter years 5 through 7. I am halfway through Order of the Phoenix, and I really love this game. I love how it's a little different from years 1 through 4, where it's kind of continuous story, and then the levels are actually you go from one place to place. Life is Strange Reunion is coming in March. I'm thinking I'm getting the deluxe edition for this game since it's cheap. And also, I wanted to talk about my feelings about it last podcast, but I totally forgot. So, As I continue, you could check out my Tumblr because I have my thoughts on Life is Strange Reunion on there. Basically, this game has a lot to live up to. You have to really prove that Max and Chloe breaking up was a good idea. Also, when I play the game, I'm definitely picking the Bay option just because that's a tradition for me since that was the first choice I made in Life is Strange 1 when I first played it. When I replay the games, I pick Chloe Survives option. This is an update for Words Are Weird. Chapter 1 has its first draft. I will post the draft to Tumblr. When I make a first draft, I always go back and write more, so this isn't going to be the finalized chapter. I'm going to make sure that's clear. Well, that's enough. Farewell, Internet Nomad.